College basketball is back, and I'm here to talk about it because there are some good players this year. We're going to talk about it right after the bumper. Stay tuned. What's good people? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victor Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Woo! Sorry about that. College basketball is back. Man, oh man. And if you know me, my favorite type of sports is college sports. I mean, the pros are dope. The pros are amazing. But college sports are the best. There's nothing like college sports, nothing like college atmospheres, college games, college tailgates, all that stuff. Like it's just simply the best. And college basketball, honestly, is the most diverse and most mind-boggling, head-scratching sport there is because you never know what you're going to get. In the NBA, you can kind of get it, right? Because it's series and the best players team up a lot and whatever. NFL, you never really know what you're going to get in the NFL. College football, it's typically the same teams all the time. They disrespect teams like Cincinnati and stuff, so, that is what it is. But college basketball, you kind of have an idea who's going to be good, right, from the preseason rankings. But then you get weird years like last year. Now, COVID had a lot to do with that, but weird years where the Blue Bloods all missed the tournament. Louisville, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, all of them missed the tournament. Then you had a traditional powerhouse blue blood that's been down for a long time make it all the way to the Final Four, UCLA. You had Houston makes it to the Final Four for the first time since the 80s, right? And then you get Baylor, who wins a championship when, like, 10 years ago, Baylor barely had a program, right? So all of this stuff takes place in college basketball because of the March Madness style tournament, the one and done, as far as the players, just all of it. It's just crazy, right? And also because now these players have so many options. You got the G League, you got Overtime Express, you got overseas, and you can go do one and done in college basketball. And so we have a treat because a lot of the guys who are like the top guys that were in high school have decided to play college basketball, and boy, they are good. Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, Trevor Keels from Duke. That dynamite duo is crazy. Imani Bates and Jalen Duran down in Memphis. I'm going to a Memphis game this year, by the way, in Memphis. Shout out to Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers. I'm going to a game this year. Dynamite duo is crazy. Diaper dandies is what Dick Vitale always calls them. And they were on full display this in the opening day, and I love to see it. The best player I saw that I think will be the number one pick once it's all said and done is the guy from Duke, Paolo Banchero, 6'10", 240, 250, with a handle, with a shot, with post-game fadeaway jumpers. Like, this dude is nasty. This kid is nasty. Now, the one a lot of scouts think is going to go number one is Chet Holmgren. He is a freshman out at Gonzaga. He's 7'1", 7'2". He had 7 blocks. He's athletic. He's got a shot. He doesn't have the handle like Banchero, but he can hit a three-point shot, and his defensive prowess is nasty. 7 blocks. They say he's a lot of the scouts say he's the best, shot blocker that they've seen ever, right? Some of them are young, though, so I don't know how far back ever goes, but we've seen some really good shot blockers come through college basketball, like Anthony Davis and so on and so forth, Nerlens Noel or whoever, and this guy's supposed to be the best. Pablo Banchero, the guy who helped himself the most. There were 2 guys that helped himself the most. Guy out of Kansas, and I don't want to butcher his name, but he had 25 points. He was a beast. He's a senior. He helped himself a whole lot as far as the scouts in first day. And Trevor Keels for Duke, a freshman who probably was ranked in the 20s or something, like, late teens, early 20s as far as the recruiting ranking. So not a guy, a guy that could potentially be a one and done, but could potentially stay a year or two. And this guy, he's got an NBA body right now. He's like 220. huge, going through the lane. When Duke upset, well, no, they ain't really upset them. They beat Kentucky the opening night of college basketball, and they had the two best players. And Coach Cal, the University of Kentucky's head coach, said it best. He said their top 5 guys, like top 5 NBA guys, is what he's saying, top 5 in the draft guys, played like top 5 guys. Boncaro looked like the number 1 player in the draft to me, and Keels looked like a lottery pick. Top 10, top 5 type of talent, the way he was able to get buckets, create at the point guard position, create off the dribble, doing the pick and roll with Boncaro, one-on-one ISO, feeding guys, getting guys good looks. He was a beast at 6'4", 225, 220, something like that. Boncaro 6'10", 250. Now, the guy from Kentucky that's supposed to be a top 5 guy, top lottery pick, in Ty Washington, Keels took the assignment to guard him and completely took him out of his game. He couldn't get anything. Now, I think Ty Washington will have better games, but that was another reason why I think Keels will end up being a lottery pick, because on the defensive end, not only did he score 25 points, but on the defensive end, he put he put Ty Washington in the gauntlet. He just had him, the clamps were there. He was all over Ty Washington, couldn't get anything. So college basketball is in a good spot, because last year with COVID, with the pandemic, college basketball didn't feel the same. Shout out to Baylor. They had the best team clearly, but it just didn't feel the same. You had these virus pandemic pauses through a lot of programs. And that's not to say this won't happen this year as well, because the virus is still well and active. But you had these pauses. So many teams missed so many games. You obviously didn't have any fans in the arena. And it didn't feel the same. College basketball needs fans. College basketball needs an environment where fans can tailgate, get rowdy, go crazy, do all kinds of just wild stuff in the college environment. And it didn't feel like that last year. Although Baylor was going to win it, whether it was a rowdy atmosphere or nobody in the stands, Baylor was the best team, hands down. I don't know if there's a team like Baylor last year, but there are some really good teams. Duke is the team to watch out because they have that dynamic duo as the two freshmen. UCLA has a veteran squad that made it to the Final Four last year, so they're obviously going to be a really good team. Gonzaga brings back a lot of guys and has that Chet Holmgren guy that I talked about that a lot of people think will be the number 1 overall pick, so they're obviously always dangerous. Gonzaga, they're going to win 30+ games, and they're going to be a 1 seed, and people going to have to deal with them, right? So we got to wait and see, but I am excited about this college basketball season. I want you to let me know your thoughts in the chat, your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the college basketball season? Who are some of your favorite players after watching game 1, night 1? You guys know I'm rocking with the Louisville Cardinals. That's my team. We looked all right against Southern. Shout out to Southern HBCU SWAC. We looked all right, but we can't mess with some of these top dogs, because if Kentucky would have got anything out of Ty Washington, which I think he'll be better as the year goes on, but if they would have got anything out of him, they could have beat Duke. As good as Duke freshmen were, Paolo and Trevor Keels, Kentucky was right in that game. Kentucky could have won that guy. This Oscar guy, oh my God, 11 offensive rebounds? 11 offensive rebounds against Duke. He's going to dominate the SEC. Kentucky's going to be a good team. My cards, I'm hoping that we get better as the time. Our coaches suspended the first 6 games, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited about this college basketball season. Let me know, who's your team? Who is your team? Put it in the comments. Let me know, and I will respond to all the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button and let me know in the comments who's your team. We're going to be following college basketball all year round, but that Paolo and Trevor Keels duo from Duke, they're going to give a lot of people problems. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And you can follow me on Facebook. It's Jeff Lightsy Sports on Facebook. Jeff Lightsy Sports on Facebook. And on Twitter and Instagram, it's @JLightsy7, @JLightsy7. I will see you guys next time. Peace.